Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when William Ruto took over an oath of office together with Rigathi Gachagua, he was literally going into a 5 years social contract with Kenyans. So he's there to serve for 5 years. And from that time up to now, it's close to a year. Now we are in July. It means once we see July, December is coming. That means tumefunga mwaka, as simple as that. July means December is here, so January is coming also. And from that time up to now, I want to ask a simple question. Can you tell me any tangible progress that Ruto has brought about? Anything you can feel, you can see that Ruto has brought into this country from the time he took over the oath of office? When Kibaki came in, free education from first day, ikaingia na ikaenda hivyo. So you could notice that going forward. When Uhuru came in power, from the first time, he assured Kenyans on free education. It continued. The issue of digitalization, it kicked on. The issue of huduma and all those things, you could see them working. Now access to service was easy. Then a lot of development kicked off. But now we have William Ruto. 1 year is gone. Second year is coming. And Mutahi Ngunyi has a warning to William Ruto and is concluding and saying that William Ruto might serve 5 years term without delivering anything to Kenyans. And there are 3 things he's mentioning there. Number 1, because William Ruto is every day gaining rebellion against Kenyans, and there's a reason behind that which we need to explain. Number 2, the courts are not with him from nullifying the issue of chief administrative secretaries, now financial bill. Then we have Raila Odinga, who is gaining more support from Kenyans as Ruto is losing. That's what he's saying. Dear Ruto, Christmas, you will have only 3.5 years left, and you will have achieved nothing. The rebellion virus is now an epidemic powered by the courts. They killed Incase, then suspended the Finance Act 2023, and there is Raila. When will you start working? When will he start working? That's the question. As we continue, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning members, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to this discussion. Now, from the first day, William Ruto started getting it wrong. And it started by starting to shift a blame to Uhuru Kenyatta. For those who remember, the first speech Gachagua gave, it was all about the dilapidated economy. You give someone a job, the first thing you start with is a complaint. We found empty coffers. The economy is dilapidated. That alone was a sign to tell Kenyans that there is no plan that Ruto has laid to work for them. Instead, the only thing was that he is complaining. Because you can't be given a job, then the first thing you start with is a complaint rather than offering a solution. When Kenyans get to a ballot to go and elect someone, they're electing someone thinking or hoping that this person is coming to solve their problem. Because people have already seen the problem. And now they go to the ballot. They make a decision because they have several options. So you are the option there, going by what Chebukati gave us. Then the first thing is a complaint rather than offering a solution. From there, it was enough to tell Kenyans that there is no any plan this government had to bring a change or do development in this country. And from that time, They have continued with that narrative of saying that walienda na pesa, sijui kwa ndege, Wilson Airport, and all those narrative stories za jamba. Then you come in, you start stopping some programs that was meant to cushion Kenyans. For example, kazi kwa vijana, kazi mtaani. Then you come in also, you remove subsidy that was making at least unga affordable for Kenyans. What did you anticipate? From there, Kenyans started realizing that the person we thought that is a solution, for those who voted for him, is the biggest problem ever we have had in this country. He never realized that many people lost jobs during COVID, and now they need to be cautioned through subsidies. Instead, he removed. He brought in the issue of fertilizer subsidy, which turned out to be expensive. So it was hot air. Because before him, there was Uhuru. And through Munya, the subsidy that Uhuru gave, last subsidy in April last year, it was more cheaper than what Ruto was offering. So the issue of subsidy was hot air. And if that is subsidy, then we can say Uhuru subsidized production and consumption. Come and him. Because what Ruto offered is a little expensive compared to what Muna was giving. Unapata mbolea ya kuuza enye Ruto alikuwa anauza 4,000, Munya alikuwa anapeana na 3,500. So indeed, if Ruto is saying that he has subsidized production, then we can conclude that Uhuru subsidized consumption and production. So the narrative about shifting complaint meant that these people are going to campaign for the next 5 years. And that's why we are seeing UDA is busy in a grassroots mobilization rather than working for the people. With this one, people are now seeing someone who is full of promise, blame shifting with a zero delivery. So, in as much you want to lie, you cannot do it every day. Lying, sustaining a lie is expensive. You also need resources to sustain a lie. But in the beginning, people could buy into that. Now 1 year, you still telling us the same thing. It means you are the problem, not the person who went. So for them, it is all about promises. And if you're going to continue promising people, what do you expect people to do? Will they continue to listen to you, give you more time to continue giving promises? Now promises have turned into lies. Because now when Ruto speak and Gachagua, together even with Mudavadi, what people see, they see someone who is lying as long as you are giving a promise. Because what they want is delivery, not promises. With all this, people are feeling that we have a wrong person in State House. And now rebellion is growing against these people. This rebellion started from the first time, and it started with Azimio. Azimio never embraced William Ruto, because they believe that whatever the Supreme Court delivered and the IEBC, it was not their choice. But then with that one aside, the biggest problem now for Kenya Kwanza is that even those who voted for Ruto and Gachagua, they are now moving from William Ruto and joining Azimio. Mount Kenya is gravitating towards Azimio because they have suffered a lot. They were the most promised region in this country was Mount Kenya region. Then they have been subjected to the reality that the promises we were given were hot here. Now the rebellion comes in because now they are in business, and you can imagine how the trajectory the business is taking now in this country. They want to milk them dry in terms of taxes. So Rift Valley also is coming in. The same price we are buying fuel in Western is the same they are buying in Rift Valley, in Nairobi and elsewhere. The same price of unga in Nairobi is the same in Rift Valley. So for them, they still feel the pinch. Then you come in with the judiciary, which now it is becoming unpredictable going forward. They rule in your favor, they rule against you. They rule in your favor, they rule against you. So with all this, you see, you have been delayed. Now you come in Raila Odinga, who get to the street and everyone is now embracing Raila Odinga. Like yesterday from home, is on the street, in mud, everyone, in 1 minute time, the city center is full. They are demanding Raila to address them. Why are people asking for mass action? Today Raila is collecting signatures, but the youth are telling Raila Odinga, wachana na signatures, waitisha maandamano. So, rebellion is going to continue as long as there is blame shifting with the promises without delivery. Then you want to use shortcut to block your executive. Judiciary comes in, they delay you. Because as of now, Ruto will be collecting taxes at a scale of 16% rate. But now they have delayed him. He's not sure if the ruling is going to favor him or not. So it's a matter of wait and see.